Welcome back to the show, Everybody Hates Mikey, where everyone does hate Mikey. In today's episode, we're going to be seeing what Mikey thinks of himself compared to what other people think of him. How are you doing today, Mikey?
Good, how are you?
Very good. All right, Mikey, first question. What do you think of yourself?
Well, I think I'm a pretty great person. I don't think there's anyone that's really come close to what I can be, what I've done, what I'm going to do.
Excellent. Okay, now on a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a student or person are you in general?
Oh, 10, easy. There's nothing I can't do. I'm just the best. That's it.
Okay. Now, if you were an animal, what kind of animal would you be and why?
I'm gonna go with a tiger, because tigers are smart and also ferocious and just amazing. Deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly. I'm deadly.
Now, what 3 words would you use to describe yourself?
Incredible, because I'm incredible, and amazing, and just superstar.
I couldn't agree more. Alright, and our last question for you today is now, if everyone in the world was exactly like you, would the world be a better place?
The world would be heaven if everyone was like me. Everything would work. Everything would work. There would be no bad things in the world. It would just be everyone's happy all the time. Everyone would be good at everything if everyone was like me.
Sure. Alright, we'll find out what your teachers and other classmates think of you.
Oh, I'm sure it's the same. I have no doubts.
Hello everybody. Today we are here with Mr. Mason, Mikey's math teacher, Martin Luther teaching legend, and we're just going to ask him some questions about his opinion of Mikey Rollator. Mr. Mason, what is your opinion of Michael Rollator?
Mikey's just really a bad math student. He's really got no baseline in any math skills whatsoever. It was a struggle teaching him, and I'm just glad I'm not teaching him anymore.
Solid answer. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad or good of a student is Mikey?
Definitely at best a 2. At best a 2.
All right, a 2. If you could think of one animal to describe Mikey, what would it be and why?
Well, my dog did eat a bunny rabbit last week, so I'll go bunny rabbit.
If every student was Mikey at this school, would you still teach here?
No.
Definitely not. What are 3 words to describe Mikey?
Very, very poor.
All right, thank you for your time today, Mr. Mason. We'll see you in the hallways. Thank you very much.
Good morning. We're here with Mrs. Camprath, the English teacher of Mikey Rollator. We're just going to ask her a few questions about what she thinks about him. Mrs. Camprath, what's your opinion of Mikey Rollator?
He's kind of one of those kids that you kind of forget about until he opens his mouth. So, yeah, it's kind of tough to really gauge him.
Okay. All right. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a student would you say he is?
Can't give negative numbers, can I?
I'm afraid that's not allowed.
Yeah. I'll be generous. I'll give him a 1.
That's very considerate of you. If you could think of one animal to describe Mikey, what would it be and why?
Probably a monkey, because he just makes noises all the time, but they never really make sense.
Very true. Now, if every student was like Mikey, would you still work here?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Probably not. I just don't see any reforming qualities.
All right. Now, what are 3 words that you would use to describe Mikey?
Definitely loud, unmotivated, and just kind of awkward.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you for your time. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Hello everybody, this is Dakota Lee here again, and tonight we're going to be interviewing Mr. Chris Fowler, Mikey's football coach. Alright, first question. What is your general opinion of Michael Rollator as a football player?
He's pretty weak. He lets one little ankle injury affect him. He doesn't seem too smart. You gotta tell him things to do about 6 times. And I think I have 8th graders that are smarter than him in math.
I hear your voice and I don't like it. It's a very common answer. If you could think of one animal to describe Mikey, what would it be and why?
Probably an ox. He looks like big and strong and really tough, but again, not much going on up here.
Next question. If every football player at Martin Luther was Mikey, would you still coach here?
That'd be a tough one. I don't think we'd win many games. We'd have to run very basic stuff. We'd forget a lot of things. Probably not.
Definitely not. And final question. What are the 3 best words you can think of to describe Mikey?
Ugly. Mismatched.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you very much for your time, Coach Fowler. We will see you guys soon.
This episode is brought to you by Ticonderoga pencils, the best pencils in the world, and viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Romano, for being here this afternoon. We are going to ask you a few questions on Michael Rollator. Okay. If you could think of one animal to describe Mikey, what would it be and why?
Baboon.
Baboon?
Baboon.
Why is that?
Well, I think he's somewhat intelligent, a little bit more than like a gnat, but definitely nowhere near a human, and I'm pretty sure he lives in this species.
Probably. Okay. If every student was Mikey, would you still work here?
If Mikey continues to be here, I won't work here. So definitely not.
All right. And could you just describe for us Michael's athletic ability?
Well, that's a difficult one to answer because if you lack ability, it's hard to describe it. So it would be non-existent. Would probably be the best description. Non-existent.
Interesting. And where do you see Mikey in the future?
Well, I mean, outside of living on the street, I don't think there's a lot of options for him. Begging, possibly. Skill sets, he doesn't have many, so he's not going to be able to work. So,
all right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Romano. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are here with Mrs. Rollator, the one and only mother of Mikey, and we're going to be asking her some questions about her son. First question, Mrs. Rollator. What is your opinion about Michael, your son?
Well, I can tell you that if he would have been the firstborn, we wouldn't have any other children after him because it's just Mikey.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a student is he?
Can get into the negatives because he really doesn't put any effort into school whatsoever.
Okay. If you could think of one animal to describe Mikey, what would it be and why?
Oh, that's easy. A sloth. A sloth or a slow loris. Just lazy, lazy, lazy.
Lazy. If every student was Mikey at this school, would you still work here?
No, I would not.
Definitely not. And final question, what are 3 words to describe Mikey?
Deceitful, uncooperative, and just strong-willed and just lazy. I mean, it's just basic lazy. I've never seen anybody who just refuses to work as much as he does. Just puts on the brakes, doesn't want to take the extra effort, doesn't want to do anything at all.
And there you have it, straight from the source. Thank you very much for your time, Mrs. Rollator.
Good luck.
Welcome back, guys. At this point in the show, we're going to see what Mikey thinks about what everyone said. Mikey?
We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it.
You're on TV, you have to.
No, I don't. No comment. No comment.
Clearly, he's heartbroken.
Hey, Mikey, you want to go outside? Mikey?
Mike, you ready for the big game tonight, buddy? All right, see you later.